What's up, guys? It's FTKComputer. Yes, we are back. So I'm finally today doing you guys' unpopular opinions. So I'm just gonna be reading them and giving you my initial thoughts. I screenshotted all of them, but I haven't like read them because I just wanted to be honest. Like I didn't want to like actually sit and ponder and give you like, I kind of wanted to be. I wanted to be honest because you guys were honest with me. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. In the future, I'm gonna set up like an email address for questions because somebody did bring up the point is that they feel like people answer questions. Ask more. People ask more questions when they feel it's anonymous. So we're gonna do it like that in the future. But for now, I got quite a bit of questions. I'm not gonna say you guys' full name just because I don't know. People are crazy on the internet, and I don't want. Even though I feel like your opinions are pretty mild, I don't want people to just harass you for your opinion. So I'm just gonna probably say the first part of your name, so that way like if you ask the question, because I deleted the post that asked it, so you can't go back and look at the questions. All right, so I'm just gonna say the first part of y'all names, and you'll know if it was you. All right, so the first unpopular opinion comes from Wolf, and it says, "I feel like Reaper needs his health regen nerfed to at least at the very." Okay, this grammar, y'all. I know y'all don't be thinking about it, but when I have to read it out loud, it's so weird because like I know y'all just be typing it real quick. Okay, so he needs I'm gonna just paraphrase. He needs to have it nerfed to at least 20%. It's at 40% right now, and on console he is so OP. Like as a tank main, I cannot stress enough how difficult it is to kill him without the aid of at least 3 other team members, or at least a really good DPS that won't get one clip by his shots. And it's so hard to find good snipers on console, especially at the lower ranks. So I agree. I don't like, as a healer player, I don't always play healer, but like as a person who plays healer quite often, I don't like that when Reaper dives into a team and goes for the tank. 9 times out of 10, no matter if I'm like spamming healing, I can't I can't out heal his damage. Even with Moira, it's very hard. So it usually takes like both healers pocketing the tank to save the tank, or if he comes behind like the healer, it's almost impossible to survive a fight with him. Like almost impossible. I think his damage needs to be either nerfed or his lifesteal, like you said. It's too much. Especially because his ult is so damaging as well. Like he just does too much damage. I feel like they need to tone down his damage. So I agree with that. I don't know if it's unpopular or not. I think a lot of people are not really feeling Reaper right now. I've heard a lot of complaints about Reaper. So I don't know if it's unpopular, but I agree. Yeah, I absolutely hate playing against Reaper. I feel like if one team has a Reaper, the other team kind of has to have a Reaper, or you're at a disadvantage. He's just so easy to play. He does so much damage, like, and he doesn't really have an equivalent, and that's the problem I have. All right. So next, Nurse says, "I want to know who is the balance team of Overwatch, because not nerfing Doomfist or Hanzo is pure clownery. And I don't know why they don't get rid of mouse and keyboard on console." So I definitely feel like, I think damage just needs a nerf in general. Like I feel like DPS are way too strong, and it feels like tank and support it doesn't feel satisfying to play. At first I felt like it did because the games were so organized. So it was definitely a step up. Whereas like you don't have like the 4 DPS and a healer and a tank. But at the same time, I feel like it's just, I don't know. For me, and this is my opinion, I don't feel like playing, when I play tank or when I play healer, I just feel like I'm at the mercy of the DPS. And so like it feels like whichever team has the better DPS, wins. And usually those DPS are the ones that do high damage. So Reaper, Junkrat, or Doomfist, who can one shot. But yeah, Hanzo, I don't know. Like Hanzo, I get Hanzo being annoying. I don't know if I would say Hanzo is overpowered. I don't know. I have to be honest. Like I'm not sure. Now I still think Widow is overpowered, especially because there is the mouse and keyboard. But as to you saying, I don't know why they don't get rid of mouse and keyboard. I think they can do it. Like, don't get me wrong. I think there is a way that they can do it, or like segregate the players that use mouse and keyboard. But because people are using converters, it's harder to tell. Or like the system can't tell that they're using mouse and keyboard. So I mean, I can't accept, because of how like advanced technology is. There has to be a way that they can detect mouse and keyboard. Don't know how, but there has to be a way. I don't know. I feel like Overwatch just doesn't care, because they want as many people to play on console as possible, and they haven't really shown that much of a priority in balancing console. So I just feel like they're like, you know, like just like if they would have addressed the whole thing with the unlimited Smurfs, like I don't think they want to put forth the amount of effort, because they don't really care enough. Like I don't think this kind of stuff would fly on PC, and it's hard. I know it's harder to do on PC because you have to like buy different accounts, but yeah, I just don't feel like Overwatch cares enough about console, because I feel like if they really did care, they could do something, you know, maybe not ban it, but they could do something. So that's how I feel about that. All right, next. Jacob says all the supports need to be buffed, Mora a little less so that they can be more reliable than just for their healing or for babysitting other roles. I agree. Now I feel like now it's like it never fails that people are gonna complain that some support is overpowered. Like it's never gonna like, it never fails. But Mora is not as OP as people are trying to make her out to be. She has no utility. Like the other supports all have utility. Mora doesn't. So of course she's gonna have to be more reliable as just on her own. So because it does, like, and I feel like the whole nerfs and stuff for Mora, it just doesn't make sense, because she doesn't have, like, I still feel like Mercy has always been a better healer than Moira. Like Mercy may not have as much like healing potential like for pocketing, but she's so consistent that like it's really hard for Moira to keep up with Mercy, especially because Mercy can bring people back from the dead. So like I don't know, like I feel like people are just I just feel like people are just everyone needs somebody to hate and healer, and it's just Moira right now, because she does a lot of burst healing. But like people complaining about her damage orb, like they can't just move to the side. Like what? I don't know. But I do think that they do need buffs. Like I do think all around the healers should be stronger. So yeah, I agree. All right, next, let's see. Oh God, this is a lot. All right, so this one is from Rainbow, and it says, Fortnite is actually a good game and gets a ton of hate for no reason. It rolls out patches pretty quickly compared to some other games. The cosmetics are fantastic, albeit some were copied, and it's loved by both young and old. I haven't played Fortnite in quite some time, but I will say the last time that I played it, I liked it a lot better than I did when it was like it had just launched, and it was like you die once and you're out, and you spend so much time, you know, running around. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I don't know. I'm now maybe it's better, and maybe more people should give it a chance. I think people did make up their mind about it quickly. And it's like, oh, if you don't like battle royale games, then you're not gonna like it. And I did the same thing. Like I played a few rounds and I was like, this is not for me. But nowadays, or at least when the last time I played it, which was probably about 4 months ago, maybe, it was a very different game, and I did enjoy it more. I just don't know. I just feels kind of late to get into it for me. And also, I do think that people hate. I do think it does get hate for no reason. I think, I don't know. You know, I feel like we're in the midst of stan culture, and I think it extends to more than just celebrities. I think that when people get attached to a game, they tend to pit the game that they like against all other games. So I feel like a lot of people that like certain games are like, oh, Fortnite isn't a real game compared to this game that I like. So yeah, I think more people should give it a chance though. And next it says the Moira versus Doomfist argument on Twitter is stupid. She's easily countered. DPS players just don't want to switch because they're stubborn little babies who want to see the Nail Queen nerfed to the ground. If you played her before 222 lock, most people would scream at you to swap. That is true. Some DPS streamers purposefully don't avoid orbs so they can have a freak out and post, oh, orb is broken, please nerf, because I went into a team fight with 1 HP even though I should have grabbed a health pack. Yeah, I definitely agree. I don't think you can compare Moira to Doomfist at all. I don't think Moira can do anything. Here's my thing. I don't think, now on console, I'm only speaking for console, I definitely think Ana falls behind as a main healer, but I don't think that Moira, I think Moira and Mercy are pretty much what and what. Like, I think they both are able to be main healers. I don't think it's like, you know, before, back in the mass res days, it was kind of like there was no reason to pick another main healer other than Mercy, because if you did, it was pretty much guaranteed that you'd lose. Like, it would be like the best Mercy wins the game. But now I don't feel like, even with res, even with the super jump, I don't feel like Mercy is dominating, you know, Moira as a main healer. Now maybe Baptiste should be reworked into a main healer. I just don't feel like Baptiste's healing is consistent enough to be considered a main healer. But I mean, I like him as an off healer. I don't know, but I definitely feel like Doomfist is broken. Like the ability to one shot heroes in so many ways is just outrageous to me. Like, not only can he just dive you, punch you, and like his combo can just immediately take you out, but he can like knock you into a wall, but not even like directly into it, but like kind of on an angle, and you can brush against the wall and die. Like, I feel like that's stupid. So yeah, I agree. The next one is from Cloverdose. I don't know if it's CL Overdose or Cloverdose, but we're gonna go with Cloverdose right now. It says Blizzard don't like the female Overwatch heroes. I don't know. They seem to love Tracer. I mean, I don't know. I can't really speak on that. If you have an opinion on that, if anyone wants to elaborate on that more, let me know. But I don't know. It seems like they kind of do, but maybe they're saying how like most of the male heroes are used more, like especially in DPS and tank. Well, not in tank. I guess maybe just in DPS. Like, you always see Genji, you always see McCree, you always see Reaper, Junkrat. Like, so in that sense, maybe. I don't know. Not sure. All right, next. Wait, did I skip one? No. All right, next is from Dizzy, and it says pineapple on pizza, sweet and salty, done correctly. I absolutely hate pineapple on pizza. I don't like pineapple. Like, I'm not really a huge fan of pineapple. I can tolerate it in like juice form, but I'm not a fan of like sweet and salty things mixing. But I know a lot of people do like it, so it might be an unpopular opinion, but you have a team of people that support your decision in putting pineapple on pizza. All right, the next one is from Baby, and it says Mariah Carey is lip syncing point blank period. In what situation though? Like, I don't know. Like, I assume she lip syncs, but I mean, I'm pretty sure she can also sing. I don't know. I can't really. Another one. Like, if you let me know what you think in the comments, because I don't know. I can't really agree or disagree with that. DJ says the Earth is flat. Changed my mind. Listen, if you believe that the Earth is flat, ain't nothing I can say to change your mind. There's so much science behind, there's so much scientific evidence that the Earth is not flat that if you're going to ignore all that, there's nothing I could say. There's nothing I could say. All right. So next one is from Sir Hocus, and it says McCree and Genji are OP. I don't know. Well, let me read the rest. Genji main said that he is the weakest character, and yet he is in the top 10 picked heroes with 49.5% win rate. Swift strike cooldown reset should be removed. I do think that Genji is very popular, and I think that he is, I think he's okay, like, as a hero. What I don't like his ultimate. I hate all these ultimates that can get like that can kill like 4 and 5 people. I think they need to go. But I don't think that Genji is OP. I also don't really think McCree is OP. In the current, now granted, if you're playing on PC and you think Genji and McCree are OP, let me know. I don't know. I've never heard anyone recently, at least, talking about Genji or McCree being OP. On console, in Rollock, and on solo queue, I think that the high damage heroes are overpowered. So like Junkrat, Reaper, Doomfist, and Widow, but only on like mouse and keyboard. I feel like those are the heroes that I always see. And Pharmacy, but we're not gonna even get into that. That might be my unpopular opinion, but I don't know if it's unpopular. I think Pharmacy is broken. So yeah, let's see what's next. Oh, Swift strike cooldown reset should be removed. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think about that, because I don't play Genji, so I can't really say. And Genji isn't enough of a problem for me that I haven't really experienced. Like, even when I play a good Genji, like, I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect Doomfist. I respect a good Genji. I can't respect a good Doomfist. Now, I think his ult is kind of cheap, but that's it. So let me know what you think about that. I'm not sure. All right, the next one is from, it's either World of Warcraft or WoW. I'm not sure, but it's one of those. It says the golden guns are not worth collecting. You don't need to have golden guns just to prove you're good at a certain hero. Also, the golden guns ruin the design of the weapons by being so damn shiny. It hides the good details and makes it feel like I'm staring at a flashlight. Plus, they should add better rewards if you play a lot of competitive. Sorry, y'all. Had to yawn right quick. Yeah, I think the novelty of golden guns has definitely worn out. Like, it was cool like the first couple seasons, but I think pretty much everyone expected that there would be something new other than golden guns, and we just haven't got those. And I mean, at the beginning it was kind of like, oh wow, like you've won so many matches, so you must be good, and you just pick the golden gun for the hero that you play most. So it was kind of like like this person has a golden gun, so he must have won a lot of matches. Now I don't think it really matters at all. I think I feel like the Overwatch team has been lazy because of Overwatch League. That's the only reason I can think of, because like for there to not have any other use for competitive points seems ridiculous after so long. Does it ruin the design? I guess sometimes. I never really think about it. Yeah, but I do agree that they should add they should add something for competitive points, because like the only thing you can use is for golden guns. Like, that don't make sense after so long. The next one is from Smoosh. It says Reaper needs his lifesteal nerf. He is OP, especially since Rollock. I agree. Sorry, I can't shorten your name, but the next one is from Peach. I prefer gaming on the PS4 rather than my PC. Not sure if it's an unpopular opinion, but for some reason consoles get mad hate. Listen, I've never been a fan of PC gaming, so I'm with you. Like, I've just never really been a fan of it. I don't want to generalize PC players, so I'm not, so take this with a grain of salt. But I feel like people that are not good on PC are the ones that spread this hatred. Like, if you're a good Overwatch player on PC, then you don't really need to come to a console Overwatch player's channel and self-validate. Like, I feel like the people that do that are doing it because they're insecure about their own skills. So it's like, oh, I'm in platinum on PC, but if I were playing on console, I'd be in masters. No, you'd still be in platinum. Like, you're platinum, just get over it. Like, That's not how that works. It's not like, oh, you're just so much better. It's if you should be playing on a controller, so the movements and the aim is just not going to be as precise. The game is slower, so just you're at the rank that you're at, deal with it. So I feel like people that are insecure do that. Like, I've never seen somebody who's good at super good at Overwatch on PC come to my channel and be like, oh, y'all suck so much. Like, they don't care because they know they're good already, so just ignore that. There's nothing wrong with thinking that console is better. All right, the next one for Jose says, your merch is kind of iffy. I still support you though, heart. Listen, let me be nice. Okay, here's my thing, right? Before I even started creating my merch, I looked at a lot of YouTubers' merch and I absolutely hated it. Like, I hate this whole, and if you like this, nothing's wrong with it. I'm talking about what I like. I just have to put that disclaimer because people get real in their feelings when you start talking about what you like and don't like. I don't like this whole Instagram ready aesthetic, like color block, boring clothes with nothing on it, with like a word written across the chest. Like, listen, that's not me. That's not my style. It never has been. I feel like it's boring. And so I created something that I would wear. And I also feel like nowadays people don't realize, like, you don't have to have one style. Like, your whole closet doesn't have to be like one cohesive project. Like, you can wear different kinds of clothing and you can wear and experiment with different styles. Like, in my closet, I have stuff from Killstar, and then I also have stuff from fucking Vineyard Vines. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have fun with your fashion. Not everything has to be like, ooh, trying to get likes for the gram, gotta look, like, it's just, I don't know. Like, I just think a lot of merch is boring. A lot of fashion is boring. So I wanted to do something that was fun and chill and that I liked. And one of the reasons that I was sharing that, I was talking to one of my friends and they were like, why is your merch so dark? But I'm like, it's not dark. Like, I just am inspired by horror movies. I've always liked horror. It's just something that inspires me. So I don't know. That's why if you look in the community tab, I've been sharing like different fashion ideas because I think some people were thinking, oh, it's just like all dark, and like, no, you can create different styles with clothing. Just be creative, be creative. So sorry if you think it's iffy, but I didn't want no boring ass merch, and I didn't want nothing that I wouldn't wear. So if that's iffy to you, then it's iffy. So moving on. The next one is from Scar, and it says, I personally think a global healing nerf and kit buff would force people to play as a team and use comms and cooldowns better. It would fix this niche to buff heroes to kill people fast because of the healing output. And it would probably have to revert some of the damage buffs done. That might just be me. I also think some damage heroes should be reworked to support or tank. Like, come on, make Mei a tank at this point. And Blizzard, lock PSN accounts on. Oh, lock PSN accounts so I can stop getting infinite smurfs. All right, so that's a lot. Let's start with the first one. A global healing nerf. I don't think we need a global healing nerf. I think we need a global damage nerf. And like, we need to make one hit kills harder. One of the game design flaws in Overwatch, I feel like, is that getting a kill, like just getting one person killed, like one person dying just really turns the tide completely. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the fights are so short because once one person is out, the other team has such an advantage. It tends to just steamroll into, we've killed one healer, now we can kill everyone else. As opposed to like there being the skill kind of being a factor in like, you took out a hero, but now we still have to work to kill someone else. I feel like if we had a damage nerf, the fights would last longer. And it wouldn't be so like, I feel like there's just too much emphasis on, I'm not saying that the right way, not too much emphasis, but I feel like because there's no equivalent to getting a kill for healers, it just feels like playing healer. And I guess I'm getting back on this, but I feel like playing healer, it's just you don't feel like you're in control of the match at all. Unlike when I'm playing DPS, I feel like I'm definitely more in control of how the match goes, because if you get a lot of kills, you're gonna win the match. But you can heal people to, you can get, like, I've had 30,000, almost 40,000 heal and still lost the match. Like, that's the problem. I think that if we made the healers stronger and made the DPS weaker, at least if the healers are always going to be aimed at first and dove first and ulted first, it would make it more worth it, you know, for them. It'd be more justified. So that's what I'm thinking. The next one is, you think some damage heroes should be reworked to support a tank? I definitely thought that Symmetra could have been reworked into a support, like a healing support. Let me say that, because I mean, it's been, this whole DPS journey has been bittersweet. I definitely also agree about Mei being a tank. It's weird that Mei is a DPS, in my opinion, because I feel like her play style and her abilities fit the tank role much better. It's just that she's not big, so I don't know what they were thinking with that, but it is what it is. So, but I agree. And yes, I do think there needs to be a way to lock Overwatch accounts. They should probably do it how they do it with, I don't know if they could like tie it to IP addresses or whatever. I don't know. If you know that kind of, if you're good at like computery stuff and you know how Overwatch could lock consoles so that each person can only have one account, let me know. All right, next it says, this one's from Nathan. It says, I hope I'm not too late to jump on the train before the video comes out, but I have to say this. DPS have too much free reign of the game. I understand that the focus of DPS is to the most amount of damage in the least amount of time, but there needs to be some boundaries. I completely agree. And this is as someone who plays DPS, like, I just don't feel like tanks and support heroes have enough power in this game. I feel like it's too revolved around DPS. Let's see what else. My favorite example is Doomfist. He has too much mobility, too much crowd control, and way too low cooldowns for how much power he has. Yeah. I'd say this is maybe a popular opinion. I think a lot of people feel this way unless you're like a DPS main. I can't be a Zenyatta main because of this dude. It's not even a matter of awareness or my ability to kill him, because he can easily fly into the back lines, kill 3 people, and fly away in a span of 10 seconds or less. I completely agree, and I feel like the problem, because people will say, well, we'll just pick Sombra. Like, I play Sombra. The problem, though, is Sombra's not supposed to be in the back line waiting for Doomfist. And if she is, you're already at a disadvantage there, you know? Because a lot of times by the time you hack him, he's already killed someone. So like it's because you're reactionary to what he's doing, I feel like it puts you at a disadvantage. All right, this video is getting really long. I said I was gonna do them all, but I feel like I'm gonna just stop it here because it's getting too long. But I will do another one. Next time I am going to have an email address for questions. That way it can be a little, you know, it can be more private, I guess. But for the people that I did not answer your questions, I still have the screenshot saved, so I'm gonna mark where I left off, and the next video I'll start with the ones that left unpopular opinions. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, please share, please buy my merch. Yeah, and I will keep you guys updated when I create the email address. So thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry this video is kind of long, but I know some of y'all really like long videos. So if you do, Merry Christmas. All right, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Peace.